All right, so one more video for Christmas here. I told you guys that 8.0 has been sold. The individual who bought it is picking it up on the 28th, and he had requested a bed extension, and the specifics of this were actually his idea, and I just wanted to show you guys how it works and what it is. And I'm a big fan of these lower profile campers where the sleeping is not in the cab over, but instead that's storage. It allows a little bit more of an aerodynamic shape and a little bit lower profile. But the problem is they're mostly, the bed size is most suitable for basically just one person. And the individual buying this wanted a bed extension, and this is what we came up with. Now, this actual extension piece here, which I'll pull out and show you guys in a minute, I'll caveat and say it's not the best woodworking I've done in my life, but it's just the bed surface, so I'm not too worried about it. This was made just kind of using some scrap around the shop, but it slides in there like that, and I will pull it out to show the mechanics a little bit more specifically. This is the mattress that's on here now. He will, of course, have to get his own little foam section to make this usable. But the idea here is this creates a bed platform essentially in the whole space of the camper, which I should have measured this before I started the camera, but I will measure this and tell you guys the total width there. Now, of course, this wasn't a design when I built this, but the way it worked out is it just so happens that you could still open the drawers. Now, that's without any foam or anything, of course. And my initial thought, to be honest with you, and why I was kind of resistant about putting in one of these extensions here was I thought it would just kind of make the inside of the camper really, kind of not useful. But now that I have it in here, it's not bad. Now, what I did is this immediate section, kind of the landing on the interior. If you guys recall, this the bed platform here angles in toward the door because it's a little bit wider than the door. I left this open, so of course you open the door and you can get up inside of the camper. And now, again, you're not going to be able to walk down the aisleway here, but you could pretty easily crawl into bed, and you could still sit right here on the edge. And if any of you guys use this idea for any of your campers, you could actually just make this shorter, give you a little bit of more seating room. Or of course you could, put one of those, I don't know what they're called, but like a cushion that's like a backrest and a little armrest on it. And you could just sit on the bed with that. It may not be the most comfortable, but, kind of balancing all factors into play. But let me pull this out, show how it sits in there, and then I'll show you the total width. Okay, so I just measured it. The total width from side to side is 53 as opposed to about 36 with just a mattress. Now again, the depth here is only about 56 inches. Of course, if a person were laying right in the space, their feet would hang over. The idea would be kind of, though, I guess anyone could lay in there how they wanted, but if you did, you might lay at an angle or something. I don't know. But to pull it out, you just kind of pull like that. And then I've got doing this one-handed here. Oh, okay, let's make sure this doesn't slam down. Okay, you guys can see I could still have that water container down there. And this thing just pulls out. Again, not the finest woodworking I've ever done in my life, but it's sufficient for a bed platform. And that's just what it looks like there. This is 2 inches with a 1/4 inch ply on top. And then I just added some spacers in there for some rigidity. This is all just 3/4 ply scrap I had. And I rounded the edges. Very simple, very fast, worked effectively. And then the way it's supported in here, now I used hardwood. This is a big long piece of poplar, okay? And I smoothed out underneath, as you guys can see, and put glue down there. So it's got a big solid glue joint, the full length down there. And then I just glued and screwed this piece. Those pieces of poplar are about 3 1/4 inch wide. So it's got a big long glue joint and a bunch of screws, and I think it's gonna be fine. I use poplar because, you know, there is going to potentially be a lot of forces on this, and I was a little concerned with the softwood. This little lip here might just rip off, but with the hardwood it should be just fine. So it took me a few hours to put it all together and everything, but overall pretty simple addition. If any of you guys make your own camper like this, or, you know, hopefully that gives you guys some ideas. It's not it seems pretty common sense, I have to admit, if now that I'm looking at it and made it, but made a big difference. So thought I'd share it with you guys. Merry Christmas again. Thanks again.